Okay, continue with the second topic, the second question. Let's start with the second question. The second question is similar to the first one. That is a circle like this. This is a circle, and in this circle there are 2 points diagonally opposite A and B. And here we have a resistor, and the other side we also have a resistor. Suppose this is 6 R. It is R, and from the other side also we have R. And this one, this is my again 6R, this is my 6R. It's okay. So it's given that you have to calculate the equivalent resistance across AB. Now if we join it, cross it means it is a joining. Okay, since it is a joining, how to do we will draw an equivalent circuit or not? Yes, are going to draw an equivalent circuit. Let's start with A. So this is my terminal A. Let us consider this to be X, this to be Y. So X can be considered as to be A. So this one I am writing A. X, Y may be assumed to be at A. So this is Y. So from A we have a resistor. This one suppose R1. This is R2. This is R3. This is R4. Done. This is my terminal O. So this is my terminal O. Here this is my R1. Got it? And from O we have a resistor R4, means R4, which is connected to B. Done? But from X we have a resistor that is my R2, which is connected to what? O. Similarly, from Y we have a resistor which is R3 connected to O. Now we can say that R2, R1 and R3 are in parallel and which is in series with R4. Okay, instead of considering X and Y to be lying at A, we can consider X and Y to be lying at B also. It's up to your choice. When you draw the equivalent circuit, draw according to your, means not according to your wish, I'm saying. You draw in a way which will be easy for you to solve. It's okay. Let's move to another one, another circuit. Let's start. We have a triangle like this, and this question, the same question is repeated with different values. So here we have a resistor, here we have a resistor, here there is a point A and there is a point B. This is 2 ohm. All values are 2 ohm. Let me write 1, 2, not. I will write R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5 so that it becomes easy for me. Let me write this as P or X, Y, Z. It becomes easier. X, Y, Z. It's okay now. How to find which are in series, which are in parallel. If such question comes, it really sometimes difficult for us to solve it. Okay, but it is not so difficult also, it is very easy. See, have you seen an umbrella when it is wind? What happened? Umbrella, actually when you open the umbrella it is like this. But if it is wind and the wind is blowing from this side, what will happen to my umbrella? Umbrella will become like this and I have my handle in this way. Okay, same thing, reverse. So we will draw it in reverse. And in this particular case, what I will assume that, suppose this is my O, we will think that X, O, Y and A, this part is a flexible part. Flexible, understood? Flexible means it can be easily pulled here and there, but the other parts are fixed parts. Got it? So what we will do, we will move this. Means initially it is like this. Suppose I say, wait, this is one, this is another one, it is like this. What we will do, we will pull it, then we will fix it. What we are going to do, it is like this initially, yes or no, it is like this. What we are doing, we are holding here and pulling it and keeping it like this. Can we do? So let's see, suppose this is X and from X this is my R1 and this connected to what? Y, and from X this is my R4 which is connected to what? Z. It's okay. And from Z this is my R5 and from Z this is my terminal D. What I have done, I have pulled it and kept it here or not. So what will happen? This part will be my R3. Done. Then where it is connected O. Then from O we have R2 which is connected to Y. Then from O what is there? Another terminal A is there. Let's pull it and write it as A here. And this B, instead of drawing inward, draw it here. So what I am getting now? It is a Wheatstone bridge. Yes? If it is a Wheatstone bridge, how to calculate the equivalent resistance? In this particular question, all the values R1, R2, whatever it is given 2 ohm. So if it is a Wheatstone bridge, then I can write R3 by R4 is equals to R2 by R5 in our situation. If this is the case, that means what? The bridge is balanced. And if the bridge is balanced, then what will happen? Then the middle part will not be there. What will happen? The middle part resistance will not be there. It will, no current will flow through it. So R3, R4 are in series, R2, R5 are in series, then entire are in parallel. Okay, clear now? Okay then. Then next move to next part, next question. The next question is, if it is an infinite loop, okay, I have drawn like this, there is a resistor, another one is there, another one is there, another one is there, like this it is terminal A. And here we have a resistor, here we have a resistor, here we have a resistor. In infinite loop below also we have some resistances. It's okay? Okay now? So this is B. And it's given that all the values are 1. I have just drawn, I have given a question exactly like this. Sometimes it can be 1 ohm, 2 ohm. Depending upon the question, put the values. It's okay. So since it is an infinite loop, we will first assume the total resistance of the circuit. Total resistance, can I call it effective resistance? Yes. So I will consider let capital R be the net resistance. Same word. Net resistance of the circuit. Across which point? Across A and B. Across A and B, what is the total resistance? R. So we will draw an equivalent circuit for this. Equivalent circuit means, see, if I have an infinite loop, if I remove the latter part also, nothing will happen. So what we are going to do, this is the way how we solve it. So what we have to do, we have to keep only the last part of the loop. Means A and B is connected to which part? That part only I will retain. It is A. There is another one. This is my B. And this one is what? Again there is there. The other part I have removed it. Instead of the other part, I will consider this R to be the other part. Now you might have a big question, ma'am. How can it be possible? See, if R we are taking an infinite loop, whatever the value we will be getting, if you are adding it or dividing it or doing something, nothing change will occur, because here what will happen? It will be parallel combination. So what I can say, the equivalent will nearly remain the same. So this is my now equivalent circuit. So in this particular circuit, this is 1 ohm, this is 1 ohm, this is 1 ohm. So these two are in what? Parallel or not? So I can write 1 by R dash is equals to 1 by R plus 1. Or I can write R dash will be R divided by R plus 1. So this is the resistance for which case? This part. So what we will do now, already this is 1 ohm is there, this 1 ohm is there. Now instead of this 1 and R, I have now R dash. It's okay. When I have R dash now tell me across AB, if I talk about the resistors, this resistors, are these resistors in parallel or series? They are in series. So what I can write, R, if I say total resistance, R effective, if I am writing, it will be equals to 1 plus R dash plus 1 will come or not? Yes, but what we have considered, the total resistance we have already considered it to be R. So it will be equals to 2 plus R by R plus 1. So when we will solve this, I will get a quadratic equation which will be R square minus 2R minus 2 is equals to 0. Solve it. So we will get a quadratic equation. Solve this quadratic equation. You will get the answer for R. And if the R1 value comes in negative, resistance cannot be negative. So remove that value and take the positive value. It can be in decimal point also, no problem, but it cannot be negative. So this is another topic, another question, type of question that comes in exam. Okay. Move to another one. It is given here. Let's consider now resistor like this. It is given. Now I have not drawn an infinite loop. I have drawn, this is terminal A, this is terminal B, this is terminal C, this is terminal D. Values are something given, and it is asked to calculate effective resistance across A and D. Which one is A? This one is A, this one is D. Okay. See, when I ask you, when a teacher asks, or when a question comes that you have to calculate the effective resistance across this point, we have to assume that across that particular 2 points we are connecting a battery or a cell. What did I say? I say that if I am drawing like this also, this is my terminal A, this is terminal B, we have a resistor like this. That means we are assuming that across A and B we are connecting a what? Cell or a battery. So that is our first thing. We have to assume. Now, so since it is not drawn, the battery is not drawn, no need to draw, just assume it that across A and D, so this is my terminal A, this is a resistor is there, then another resistor is there, then another resistor is there. Yes or no? And D is there, and we have to think that across these two terminals we are connecting a battery. Now see, if I connect a battery here, suppose I have connected like this, so that it becomes easier for you. I have connected like this battery. Now if I look at the figure, what will happen if the current flows in this direction, current comes here, the current will go in this direction or it will be divided, again current will go in this way. Will the current come in this part? No. Why? This is an open part, but here it is a connection, so current will change the path. So I can remove this. Similarly, will there be any flow of current here? No. I have to remove this part now. Now think of the circuit. What happened to my circuit? This is my resistor 1. Then if I look here, if the current flows, the same current will flow through this. Means these two, suppose I am writing R1, this is my R2. These two are in series. Again if I am writing this is R3, R4, these two are in series. So this two will become what? Parallel or not? Parallel. Then this one, suppose this is my R5 and this is my R6. Then these two will be in what? Series. Means this one will be in series. Understood? So what happened? This is the way you have to think. See, doesn't mean that I have drawn roughly like this. In exam doesn't mean that you have to draw neatly the equivalent diagram, because equivalent diagram is your diagram, the way how you used to solve it. It doesn't mean that you can draw nicely, because in the book they will obviously draw, but for you it might be difficult if I am drawing like this. So it is also, I hope it is clear. Then another one I would like to explain with you is my last question for today's class. That is, I will give you the question. There is a circuit like this. And the values are given. Let me draw the circuit first. There is A, B, C. 1 minute, A, B, C. This is my O. Then this is 10 ohm. This is 2 ohm. This is 4 ohm. This is 2.4 ohm. This is 3 ohm. This is R. Not R, it's given X. Value is not given. It's asked that find the value of the unknown resistance X in the given circuit if no current flows through AO, means from this part no current is flowing. Okay, let me draw it here. This is my A. From A I have B. From B I have, suppose this is my O. Okay. Then from O I have X, and from X it is C. From A it is C. Then from here it is 10. This is 10. And from here I have this one. Now understood? Do I have to explain you? Now this is 6 volt. This. See, tell me. If no current is flowing through here, this is 2, this is 4, this is 3. If no current is flowing through it, then what does it mean? It is a balanced bridge. If it is a balanced bridge, then 2 by 4 must be equal to 3 by X. Yes? So what we can write? X will be equals to 3 into 4 divided by 2. So it will be 6 ohm. Done? So if it is 6 ohm, if it is 6 ohm, value I have calculated. Now the second question is, what is the current in the circuit? How to calculate the current in the circuit? Or what is the total resistance? So this will be removed from here. If it is removed, this is my, instead of X, now this is 6. These two are in series, these two are in series. So this will be what? So this is my terminal B. From here I have what? Wait, I will draw. From here I have this one. 4 plus 2, 6 ohm. Then from B, another one is there. What is this? 6 plus 3, 9 ohm, which is connected to what? This is C. Done. Then from C we have another resistor. Then entire thing is connected to a battery like this, which is of 6 volt. Now these two are in 2.4 ohm. These two are in parallel, then this is in series. I hope now you can calculate the current in the circuit. Understood? So this is how you have to solve the questions. I have solved nearly 6 questions, 5 to 6 questions with you today. So I will give you the questions. I have given the hint to solve it. Try to solve those questions, and another few questions I will give as an MCQ questions will be there. Try to solve it so that it becomes, the topics become clear to you. If I will not give you, also try from your side. You will have books at home. You will get in Google also. If you charge this type of questions, you will get it. Try to solve those questions. If you have any problem, ask me. Thank you for the time.